All right, let's get out of here. I mean, go ahead. So I was at church today, Sunday. I'm actually off of work. There you go. You guys can go. I'm actually off of work, and from now on, I try to be on Sundays because to go to go to church is good. It's good. There's always something in the message that it's gonna kind of stick with you because it's a word, you know. It comes from the Bible, so something is gonna kind of send you a message, give you a message. So this is not related to any travel. Um, I'm not on a cruise, obviously. I'm in my car. Um, and I just decided to turn this live thing on, and I want to practice a little bit. I've actually heard that it's nice to try it if you want to increase um, the watch time on your channel. You know, because if somebody joins right now, I have zero viewers as of right now. I've been on for like 2 minutes, but anybody that connects to a live, and as the longer they stay, and if there's 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, whatever, the longer they stay, that adds up to the addition of watch hours, watch time on my channel, which definitely works to the benefit of um, qualifying to become part of the monetization program with YouTube. Because with YouTube, you need to have 4,000 watch hours within the last 365 days. I got to check my analytics because I haven't checked. I don't really check that often because I know it's gonna take a while for me. I'm not posting continuously, so that's gonna be one of the main reasons. So I don't check often. But if I was posting content every day, all the time, I would check more often because the more new content you put on, the more YouTube pushes it to people that are not subscribed to your channel, and the more chances that people are actually gonna hit subscribe and gonna watch your content. Um, I need to learn how to stop saying every time I speak. I know that's a thing. But anyway, this is a test, thing. I put it live, I was talking with somebody. If you want to practice to go live, uh, do it unlisted. So you just do a whole live. It could last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever. But it's not live, so people are actually not connected with you while you're doing it. And then you could just rewatch it, and then if it looks good, then you post it. But what's the purpose of having something live, if posting something live, if it's not live? So this is my first live. Let me see. I think I have to take my phone from there because the sun is hitting it. And one thing about a phone, when it gets hot, an iPhone, it's gonna shut off. So I'm gonna have to keep it inside. I had it here on the phone holder, but it's definitely gonna get hot now. was gonna interrupt the live. There you go. You're saying Jesus. And if I don't say then I'm stuck. Yeah, I need to learn how to speak on camera. At the same time, some of the videos that I've posted on this channel, everybody, if you've seen them, they're mostly about cruising, traveling on a cruise. I've been told sometimes I speak too much. I have an accent. I'm from the Dominican Republic, so I do have an accent. Speak kind of weird, and being that English is not my first language, it is. It's kind of, how do I say? It's kind of, you need to think about what you're gonna say first, and I don't know if when I think about what I'm gonna say before I say it, I can't really tell if I think about it in Spanish or in English. I don't know, but that might be a reason why I struggle to say what I need to say, because my English dictionary vocabulary is not very extensive. So I use simple words, simple phrases. I can hold a conversation. I've been here quite a few years. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. So I am Dominican. Thus the name of my channel, Alex Dominican. Alex is my nickname. My name is Alejandro. I came from the Dominican Republic to the United States back in you think about it, I entered through New York City. I didn't come illegally. It took a while. My mother was the first one to come here and then do her papers. She came here through her family. She did the papers, and she applied for papers for her husband, my father, and me and my brother. So that took a few years. We finally got the paperwork necessary to travel legally. So we traveled through New York City in 1988. From New York City, we drove with some members to Providence, Rhode Island. That's where I lasted till 2006. From 88 to 2006. I'm not gonna do the math. I'm just, it was a while. I had my 3 kids there, my oldest kids, Christopher, Emily, and Melissa. I met their mom there through a part-time job that I used to have while I was going to college. I finished high school in Providence, Rhode Island, and then I did partial college. It's kind of difficult to do this and to pay attention to stupid people driving. Here in Florida, there's a lot of stupid people driving. They're always in a rush for no reason. I don't know why. So I was in Providence, Rhode Island till 2006. Then I moved to Florida. I came to Orlando in 2006. Got hired by Southwest Airlines in 2008, and that is my place of employment ever since. I am still currently employed at Southwest Airlines. I need to stop saying and that is how I get kind of discounts and travel and tickets. If you work for the industry, either airline industry, train industry, or what do you call it, or hotel industry, and even the cruise industry, they call it a industry, tourism, travel and tourism. We kind of all connected, so we kind of get special discounts for other things, like discount tickets for amusement park, discount tickets for airlines. Even though I work for an airline, I could travel for free on my airline. But if I want to travel in a different airline, it's deeply discounted, or sometimes just pay for tax. The fare it's included. It's free. So it works out. I have not done as much travel as I should have with the time that I have been employed by the airline industry. And there's many reasons why. For a while there, my kids were young, and there wasn't a lot of financial disponibility or availability to have as expenditure to so we had other things that were more important than to travel. Those kids are now bigger, way bigger. I actually have grandkids. I'm 55 years old, by the way. I so I felt that it is time. It has been time for some time already for me to kind of take care of myself and do the things that I actually want to do and enjoy doing. There's also been other things involved in my life, relationships and and family events, and a number of things that also kind of stop you from enjoying doing the things in life that you wish you did every day. So yeah, life is not easy. Life is hard, and when we were younger, we used to kind of get upset at our parents when they were being, I want to say, strict on us. Um, there you go, Saint again. We used to get upset at our parents when we were younger when they um, used to kind of be strict with us, control us, say no, and the other thing, now that when you're bigger, when you're a parent, you see the difference that the impact makes on you when you are on the you're a caregiver now. You are the person in charge of giving the younger person a better way of life, and you want to make sure that they don't go through to trials, or they don't go through bad moments, because you know what's best for them, because you've already been through them, or based on experiences that's what they're gonna end up doing if they continue down the path that they're going. So that's why parents always, they're not gonna be looked at by their kids as cool, because we are friends, but we also are kind of rulers, when they're young. So my kids, they're not minors anymore. They are parents. It's it's their time to live, their time to shine. Whatever good they got out of me, they can actually turn around and use it. And whatever bad they learned from me, they can also use that as a negative to impact their kids, my grandkids. But anyway, I don't have a reason for this video. I don't have a reason for this live. I'm just testing the waters to see how this works. I want to look at it afterwards because I think it stays recorded on my channel. I want to see the engagement. Yep. No likes, nobody watching, but this is something that I take as an experience, and I'll look at it and maybe sometime. Where am I? Maybe sometime later, I will be rewatching this video, and so will some of you. And I welcome you to engage, comment, and I will, accept criticism. I will accept if you have any experience on how to do things better. I will accept any advice that you may have. Again, I'm kind of sailing on uncharted waters for me. And one thing that I have seen and that I have heard from other YouTubers when they give you advice on how to lose the fear of kind of just becoming uh, becoming yourself, one of the best advices and most common advices from people that have made it to where they are now is don't be afraid. They say don't be afraid to post whatever you have. If you think somebody else is not gonna like it, don't think that way. Think about there is so many options for what do you call it? There's so many different options of people that are gonna be on the receiving end of this video, and you never will know how many people are not gonna like it, so they're gonna just steer away from it, versus how many people are actually gonna like it and continue to watch it and subscribe to your channel. So you can make everybody happy, but there is an audience. That's the word I was trying to think of. There is an audience for every subject, for every niche, because a YouTube channel has a niche. From what I've learned, it's the main reason for the channel. The niche is what the channel is about. For example, you could follow a channel about doing mechanic work on a car. So that's the niche of the channel. Every video you see from that particular channel is getting a car fixed and how it's done, and tell you how to do it. And I already have quite a few videos on this channel, and most of these videos are about traveling on cruises. And I wanted to make it about travel in general. I have traveled more in cruises than I have traveled in airplane, I taken vacation. So I think that is what YouTube is recognizing my channel niche to be about. And maybe that's why I'm sticking to try to post most of the videos on this channel about cruising. But if I travel anywhere, I take a vacation, I go to a resort, and I have a nice experience, I don't see why I shouldn't post it on this channel as well. It's still part of travel. I mean, I named my channel Travel Adventures. So, but I'm still playing with it. I know it's gonna take a while. My goal is to reach 4,000 watch hour. To be noticed by YouTube and get email from them inviting me to the YouTube partner program where you can get monetized. And all these videos that are now posted, they are going to be qualified for income based on how many views they get. And I haven't. None of my videos have blown up. People often talk about, I have my YouTube channel for a year and a half, and I have this one video that went viral or that blew up, and they had 1 million views, so they had so many views, and that's how their channel kind of started. Kind of really getting subscribers, really getting views. That hasn't happened to me, but I know it happens fairly quick for a lot of people, and it takes a while for others. I think I am in the percentage of people that it's going to take a while for them to get to that point, and it's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to keep my 9-to-5 job, my main source of income, and hopefully when I do get monetized, I can then retire. I'm not gonna say quit, because I put my time in already, so I can actually retire from working on the airline industry and still keep my flying benefits, but cruise all the time, because my goal is to just get cruises, cruise after cruise after cruise, and kind of, you can call it living on a cruise, uh, but I call it spending the majority of the time on board a cruise, because to actually stay on board a cruise full time every single day of your life, it's it's not easy, but it's not impossible. I actually follow people here on YouTube that are doing it, and their videos and their what they're living is what has inspired me to make that a goal of mine. Stop working and live like you're vacationing, basically. And I am driving. I'm driving around because I just want to make this video. I don't want to make it a 5-minute video. I'm looking for. Let's see. I think I can flip this around. So this is. I'm in Lake Worth. It's kind of hard holding the phone because see the sun. If I put the phone here, the sun is gonna be on it, and it's gonna get overheated and it's gonna shut off. So that's why I'm keeping the phone in my hand. So I just left church. I'm actually looking for a place to eat. I mean, I know I have plenty of places to go eat, but I wanted to make this video, so I've been kind of driving around just so I can talk. This is Lake Worth Boulevard, Lake Worth Road. I'm going east, if I follow this road all the way east, it'll take me to Lake Worth Beach, all the way down to the coast, which is not bad. I can actually go do that. Maybe I'll make another video and show you that after I eat, because I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. In the meantime, this is me just trying to go live, driving. No viewers now, but I think YouTube is gonna post it later. And if you happen to be one of the ones that views this video later, like I said, go ahead and drop a like. And if you want to comment anything, advice on how to do it better next time, again, this is my first time. I will welcome any constructive criticism, without any harsh negative phrases. You can give me your true personal opinion on what do you think will make my next life better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna go live again to do a beach kind of video. So I'm gonna take this road and I go drive all the way east until I hit the water, and show you Lake Worth Beach. It's Sunday, so hopefully not. It's gonna be a lot of people. I might not be able to park. I have limited parking. This plaza has a nice Mexican restaurant. It's called Toreros. I first learned about it in North Carolina. But if I continue to go down this road, on the next plaza, there is a Chinese buffet, which I always go. It's my go-to place. They already know me. They know where to sit me if the table is available, and the food is good. Price is good. I think that's where I'm gonna go. It is so hot. It's been in the 90s the whole month, like the whole month of June, and now the whole month of July. Okay, let me flip the camera back on. Yeah, I think I can put it back in here until I get to the restaurant. It's still gonna overheat. Well, I'm almost there. Again, no particular. One thing I did learn I was practicing last night, and I noticed a lot of people, because I see people when they make videos with their phones. When you look at their videos, they're kind of looking away from the camera, because like right now, I'm talking to the camera, but I'm looking at myself. Like I'm looking dead center in the phone, which, if you're smart, you know the camera is to the side of the phone. So this is, I'm gonna look at my finger. I'm gonna point my finger to the center of the screen. Okay. Notice how the finger didn't go towards the camera, because that's not where the camera is. The camera is right over here on the side of the phone. If you stand the phone right side up, then the camera is up top. It's the, everybody knows that. But sometimes when you're making a video, you forget that this is where you should be pointing. Right here. This is where the camera is. So that's something that I'm learning. You get getting used to it. People, sometimes people know that you're using your phone to film. When that happens, you see where they're looking when they're making the video. If I look this way, I'm looking at myself on the center of the screen. If I look this way, I'm looking at the actual camera. So if I do this, you'll know that I'm using the phone and I'm not looking in the right direction. But if I do this, you might never know if I'm recording with an actual camera or a phone, or the iPhone. But today's Sunday, July 12th. I went to church. I am actually here on Lake Worth. I am currently working in the West Palm Beach Airport. I put in my transfer for Southwest Airlines to to call me from Orlando International Airport, which is where I started when I got hired in 2008. And then I went to Fort Lauderdale. From Fort Lauderdale, when I came to West Palm Beach, kind of in South Florida area. But I want to go back to Orlando, obviously. Number one reason, that's where my kids and my grandkids reside. Number two, it is hard on the station where I'm at now in Fort Lauderdale, in West Palm Beach, to have other coworkers pick up hours from my schedule in order for me to be off schedule so I can travel, because there aren't that many employees here. On the other hand, in Orlando, there's plenty of employees, there's plenty of coworkers, which makes it easier for me because in the airline industry this happens a lot, which you cannot do on some of the type of work that you may have, where you can actually say, you know what, I don't want to work tomorrow. But you can do that if you're a banker, if you're a lawyer, you can say, can you work for me? But we can do that amongst employees when you work for an airline, because the airline needs to cover an empty spot position. They need a body to pick up bags, or they need a body to talk to passengers. So as long as that is covered, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't need a name, but it needs hands and a mouth. So okay, now it's time to look for a parking. So yeah, I can, in Orlando, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to there's no parking here. Is everybody on the buffet today? If it's crowded, I don't want to go in there. Yeah, so Orlando, that's the reason why I would go there, because Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people in this plaza. Kind of I'm sorry for making this pause, but I mean, I can go eat here. This is the Olive Garden. The Olive Garden has endless salad and endless soup item in the menu, where you get salad and soup and breadsticks all you want. I could do that. But if I go to the buffet, it's one price, or you can eat also. But it's not only salad and soup. You can eat soup. You could eat obviously salad. You could eat meat. You could eat rice. You could eat noodles, and then you have dessert. And but I don't know why does this happen? Why every time you're hungry, you know there's so many places to eat, but you start debating. Food is food. You know, Chili's also has this 10.99 deal where it's three for me, and you get an entree, a drink, and an appetizer for $12. You know, can't go wrong with that. But okay, so I'm gonna try to find a parking. I might have to park, the furthest away from the restaurant, then walk over. I can also just get you know, a fast food, something quick, and I have the food in my hands in no time. But fast food is not healthy. I am actually looking forward to eating some chicken wings here at the Chinese buffet. But I have to park a little bit over here. Is it Father's Day or something? Why is there so many people? Okay, I'm gonna just park here. This is a bank, but the bank is closed on a Sunday. Let me show you where I'm at. So I'm gonna leave my car there, and this plaza, this is where I'm going. So it's a Chinese buffet. That's where I'm going. But look how many cars in this plaza. There's no parking. There's a cruise coming up, guys, in September, and I'm also booked on a cruise in October 31st, a Halloween cruise. So I have a Carnival cruise out of Orlando, September 20th, and I have a cruise in MSC from Miami in October 31st. If it happens, I will be making videos from that. This is a barber shop where I cut my hair too. Wow, there's a lot of people in this plaza. Let me see how many people are inside the restaurant right now. It's open. Woo. Full house today, huh? Hi, just me? Thank you. I haven't seen this many people in this restaurant before. Thank you. Can I get a Coke, please? Coke, please? All right, thank you. So I'm gonna show you around. Let's see if I flip like this. Nope, I have to flip like this. So this is the chicken wings that I was telling you about. No rice for me today. I'm gonna go vegetable. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in here for now. And I'm gonna grab me some fish. I'm gonna get the fish for. So I got some fish in the bottom, and this type of fish, some pico de gallo, potatoes, chicken wings, and vegetable. I know it's gonna be hard for me to continue to record and talk while I'm eating, so I'm gonna end the video here. This is why I was telling you that I'd rather to go here rather than to go somewhere where you could just pay in price and get one item. When here you can get multiple items as many times as you want. Chinese buffet in Lake Worth. Anyways, I hope you actually watch this all the way to the end, because number one is going to help me with my watch time on my channel. Number two, any criticism or any advice that you can give me in order to make my content better, I will accept. And number three, it's a way to practice so I can lose the fear of doing live videos and talking in front of people. So thank you for being here. And don't forget to subscribe so you can actually look at all the videos that have been posted on my channel. Mostly about traveling on cruises, but it could be any type of travel. Thank you, and go check out my videos. See you later.